like anywhere where there's black and white numbers or analytics, there's always going to be natural competition coming into it.
We back.
Welcome. Another wrap-up episode.
32, I think it is. Yeah, 32.
Yeah, that sounds about
Welcome back, welcome back.
Yes. What's been happening this week, Stewie?
Ooh, lots and lots. Had Craig Hubert in recording a brand new track. Actually, it's an older track that he hadn't finished. We reworked it. Sounding sick. Lots of mixing.
We had Riffers Den move in, become permanent residents here at Marshall Street. And Keeks, another permanent resident moving in. So it's good. Got some new people joining us.
Fresh faces.
Yep.
Always good. Always good.
What's new in the world of releases? Fly by Jack.
Fly with Jack, man.
Oh yeah, what's Matthew Craig's track of the week?
Nico Ghost back. I got to shout out Nico Ghost. He had this track, Give Me That, that was he played it for Young Thug actually on a live stream, and Young Thug fucked with it heavy, and so he dropped it like 2 weeks later. That video's all up on $80. Go check it out. But Nico Ghost, it's good to have the Ghost back after a few years. So.
Sick.
Nice. Now the big news this week, as we've seen on everyone's Instagram stories, is Spotify Wrapped.
That's the
is
second
back.
biggest news of the week. We'll get there in a second.
Right, sorry, Matthew Craig, the biggest news.
The Banyule Business Awards. The biggest news of the week. Congratulations to Bennett and the Marshall Street team. Won an Innovation Award, was it for community?
Yep. Think so, something along those
Community
lines.
service, good recognition for the studio.
Yep, thank you, Banyule.
Thanks, Banyule.
Now back to that secondary news.
Spotify Wrapped, yeah.
I think you see a lot on I mean, you're flooded with it every year. You it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
It's
but
one of the best marketing campaigns I've ever seen.
It is.
Yeah. It's so smart.
And this is the thing. You see a lot of people cracking the shits as they do on social media, and having their say about bloody, fuck Daniel Ek or whatever. Who it's like that is so interesting to me that's the first thing that people.
What's the beef people have?
Oh, people just crack the shits about that. You're giving them free marketing. We don't get enough. We don't get paid for our streams. Why should we market for it? Which that to me is really interesting.
Which there's value in. I don't want to discount that because there's truth in that.
Yeah.
Like artists should be paid better, and they will be into the future. Like I think blockchain's the way to go. But back to what you're saying.
Yeah, I just think it's a very interesting thought. It's like I think people focus on interesting aspects of it. They get unhappiness out of something that is widespread. You're always going to get these few 1% people that.
So who was your number 2 most streamed artist? Number 1 was obviously Matthew Craig.
Oh yeah, nah, he wasn't actually in there, unfortunately. He was in my playlist.
That's what we like.
Cream of the Crop made it to my 2021 playlist.
I'm going to stop dropping in December. That's my problem.
My biggest artist was Biffy Clyro, actually, but Scottish band.
I want to get back to that.
They had a song like 15 years ago that I remember.
Oh, they're fucking unreal.
They're still around?
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah.
They're not very well known in Australia, but
they had one song, I can't remember what it was.
Mountains.
That's the one, it was
It's
huge.
a banger. Yeah. I love that band.
What was your most... No, Neck Deep is my guess.
Yeah, it was Neck Deep this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, Neck Deep, I Am in number 2.
Yeah. Neck Deep, yeah, right.
Bearings are in there, and Leroy.
Of course, you always know.
Yeah, Leroy.
Yeah.
What was my... You live with me?
Griselda.
West Side Gun was number 1, baby.
But anyway, I want to get back to this because that was interesting. I hadn't seen that that take on it.
There's that response to it. It's like, I mean, yeah, like you said, there's value in that about artists not getting paid enough, and the rich getting richer and all that sort of thing. But yeah, to me, it's just an interesting way to focus your attention when you see that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's funny that's the output. They're like, if they don't like how it's getting paid, their mind goes to, well, fuck, I'm not going to market you for free and I'm not going to share it on my stories.
I think it's a cool way to share community. It's a cool way for artists to engage with their fans. I'm not big on... And numbers are... I'm not big on the numbers thing. We spoke about this last week. I prefer the art side of it. I prefer those discussions. I prefer it about topics rather than numbers. But... it's easy to attract your eye to. It's a nice way to present shit. It's a good marketing idea, and it's a cool way for fans to interact with the artists and hopefully get more streams. So
it is, yeah.
Pros and cons.
And I think having that analysis is always good. Like Spotify for artists is a great thing. Like, I mean, there's always been those with pretty much every platform that you use. There's always going to be that back end analytics stuff, but it's still a good thing. It's still a good way for you to be able to go, oh, that's interesting. I get played heaps in UK.
Yeah,
or,
that's it. I think
Germany or something.
I think the one thing I always notice is you like during the year, you forget how time can be compounded and what it looks like at the end of the year. So during the year when you listen to it, you might think, oh, I listened to this band for this much of this. You look at it, you're like, whoa, that's actually a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting way that we look at and like a scale we have of time.
I love when it says like how many times you listen to your most played song or whatever, and then I just like average it out, and I've like spent 4 days listening to one song or some shit like that. It's like
crazy, and it is good. They are getting better at like telling you more and more information as well. Like you know what percentage of listenership you are.
I think that's like what.
I mean, it's great. Like it's just a new way to interact with music. It's like there's always going to be different ways that we listen to music. You know, Spotify didn't exist 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so it's a relatively new thing. Not necessarily in technology wise, but it's still good to see all these new things because it can give you ideas on how you market yourself. You know, you could base a marketing campaign around it somehow. Like, I mean, there's nothing to say that you can't do that. So
did you see $80? Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, Spanian, Hudus.
Took all 5 spots. All 5 spots. Hudus, lad. Go get the book. I got an early read to it. It's a really good read.
Is it out now?
It's out now. It was out a couple of days ago. Thanks to the team, we got an early look at it, and it was a really good read. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, nice.
What do you feel? Oh, no, I just want to say that like, I like the Spotify Wrapped thing. I like the numbers and that's cool. But do you feel? And one of the things that I feel is it becomes a bit of a benchmark as well. And I feel like I want to warn artists against like valuing their year on those end of year numbers. Because it can be misleading, and I feel even myself like I looked at that shit today. I haven't even looked at mine as an artist or any of that shit because it's not where my focus is. But seeing someone like, oh, I know I didn't do those sort of numbers, and it makes you feel some type of way. Like, have you felt that type of way or seen other artists do it? Because I don't want it to be while it's great to fuel communication and conversation and community, I don't want it to discourage people as well.
One thought I have on it is I don't think it's about how many people necessarily listen to your music. I think it's about how much that person listens to your music. That, you know, that's how you're building super fans at the end of the day. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, the best bit I've seen is when artists have been reposting fans saying that they were in their top 5 or whatever. That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm less of a fan of the artists posting about like, this is how many streams I did and this is how many, thank you all for listening to me. That, I like it when it's fan generated rather than the artist generated. I think it's cool.
Because there's ones that show you like if you listen to this artist more than any other one.
Yeah, that's a dope stat to know.
Yeah, like you know, if people listen to you more than any other artist, then they're pretty engaged.
Yeah.
But even getting back, I think like anywhere where there's black and white numbers or analytics, there's always going to be natural competition coming into it. I think the biggest thing for that is for artists to know why they're actually doing it. Like, is this something that a career project? Do you want to actually pay rent from it? Because that's a different race than if you're just using it as a creative outlet for something that you do, you know, aside from your job.
And I mean, we've talked about this. It's like, if you know that Spotify streams aren't going to make you any money, why focus on that? Focus on other things. That if you want to make money from it, there's so many other things that you can do to generate money. Like,
so that's it. And I think the more, you know, secure you are with your why you make music, it's going to be easier to, you know, not engage and not care about it. At the same time, if it is a stat that you're looking at because, you know, it is a measure of like people who listen to you, if you want to live off music, you have to take it in, you know, some sort of respect. And then you go, how can you improve it then? You know, was it a weak part of your release campaign? Should you have dropped a video clip at the same time as your Spotify release came out? Then you can start going to playing that game if it's something.
Did you release enough songs?
Yeah.
Like, if you only release one song, what do you expect?
If you got no playlist and like, why is that? Can that be improved on?
Yeah, it is. It's all about how you read it. And, you know, there's always things that you can take from it. It shouldn't be the be all and end all of your success or failure. It's but yeah, there's always stuff that you can take from it.
I'll tell you what I really want to see and I think the next wave is
Uber Eats Wrapped.
You re-stole what I was about to say.
I told him in this morning meeting and he went and tweeted it.
Let me know whether you believe that or not. Let me know whether you believe that.
Uber Eats weekly Wrapped.
Uber Eats Wrapped.
You heard it here on Marshall Street
That
first.
would take over the internet.
I've always said I would love to know the analytics on my life, like how many times I've listened to a specific song, and this is like it's
beginning of
it's
it.
given you that. And
well,
like,
maybe that's the next part. thinking again about blockchain, like if every bit of information is going to be stored on the blockchain and decentralized, we might be able to get some crazy looking analytics. Like, even I get spooked when I get the text message from or notification every Sunday about my weekly screen time or whatever. Like that comes up on my phone. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, turn it off then.
That's a good idea. But well, you don't have iPhone. That's probably why.
Anyway, I think it's time we wrap it up.
All right. Well, good episode. Thank you as always for joining us.
Yep. If you want to get in touch, inboxes. We love to chat.
Yep. Otherwise, check out all the other shit we have going on, the podcast, Spotify.
$80.
Cash Madness. Go vote in Cash Madness.
Cash Madness. All right. Peace.
My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up.